Hi everybody, GARDNSOUND and Lila the Bird here with another tutorial. Today we're going to be going over Lemon by Rihanna and N.E.R.D. What? You don't like this song? You love this song. So this is a style of music that I've been making a call for a while. I'm like, this style of music is coming back. We've seen funk with Bruno Mars. We've seen the New Jack Swing, again with Bruno Mars. Man, he's killing it lately. But we haven't seen booty bass yet. Here it is, booty bass, ladies and gentlemen. It's made a comeback. I'm thinking it's here to stay. I first heard this song maybe 2 weeks ago when I was at the gym, and I was like, holy crap, it's booty bass, it's back. At which point I turned to my wife and said, Caroline! And she said, what? And I said, it's booty bass! And she went, right, so what's booty bass? Booty bass is a genre of music that was really popular in the late 80s and early 90s. Sometimes it's called Miami bass. There are a couple different names for it, but the quintessential booty bass tracks, in my opinion, come from artists like 2 Live Crew. I'm going to include a couple links below to things I think are just absolutely prototypical booty bass tracks. So if you'd like to hear what the genre sounds like, in my opinion, click the links in the description down below to hear more. When I heard this song, the first 5 or 6 times I heard this song, I danced. Like, I wanted to dance. I wanted to get up and dance. I wanted to get up and dance and shake my rump. And have you ever seen a 6'6" tall man twerk?
Wait a minute. 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 Wait a minute.
It's not pretty. The music you heard behind the rump shaking, that was me. That was the copy of Lemon that I've made. Here's what the original track sounds like.
Get it how I live it. I live it how I get it. Come the motherfucking digits. I pull it with a lemon. Not cause she ain't living. It's just your eyes get a city.
I don't want to play the whole thing for copyright purposes. As you can tell, I'm absolutely addicted to this song. I love it. And the video itself is great. The video is great. It's got this dancer and she's really shaking it, but it's not like in your face too much. You know what I'm saying? It's not overly sexual. It's more athletic, really. So anyway, if we go back to my version, here's what I've come up with. Booty bass is characterized by placing the melody in the sub bass, not a bass synthesizer, the sub bass, the 808 that's been pitch modulated. Check this out. And then it goes down an octave from there. Melody in the sub bass and the rest of these drum samples, which there aren't many, there's only 10 tracks of information here, locked together in such a way that make you want to dance every time you hear it. And that is what booty bass is all about. I want to talk about the concept of sample selection and how important it is in songs like this. Because there's certain songs where sample selection is literally everything. If you don't have the right samples, the song isn't going to sound right. And it's always important to do your research and figure out which sample pack a particular producer is known for using a lot. In this case, the majority of the samples, and like I said earlier, there's only 10 tracks of information in here. The majority of the info is coming from a sample pack that's known as Lex Luger. Lex Luger's drum kit. These 2 kicks come from Deets Beats, and this kick comes from, let's see here. This is a default Ableton kick. So these 2 are Deets Beats, who I've talked about before on the show. You can buy his sample pack. I think it's only $5. You get a whole ton of stuff. These 2 kicks right here are just effects kicks. They don't even have any bass range in them. Like, listen to this. I'm going to play this back. That's all those kicks are. It's just an effect. The real kick happens right here. It's this 808 thud. Again, this is an Ableton default kick. That's it. Again, that's a third of the song right there. That's a third of the samples we have. We go to snare 1. This is going to be kind of an offbeat snare. It sounds like this. Now that's a Lex Luger sample. It comes straight out of the pack. If you want me to go in and show you, I can. There it is right here. And the snare clap. This is also a Lex Luger snare. It's the first one in the pack. Oftentimes these producers, it's not that they're lazy, it's just that they have a lot of work to get done. So they're going to choose the first thing in the pack. Marshmello does this all the time. I've pitched it a little bit differently and affected it, but other than that, it's the same thing. And then all you have is a basic subwoofer, which is a sampler that I took from an 808 sub pack and just, pitch modulated it with a sampler. That's it. And then this square lead down here. It's just a square wave with some different stuff done to the amp envelope here to give it a bit of life. It's very simple. Now this down here, this is important. This is a sample from Senator Arlen Specter, this wait a minute thing. And this is he did a town hall meeting in his district, and it didn't go well. People were yelling at him, and so he kept saying, wait a minute, let this man talk, wait a minute, and that's where you get this sample from.
Wait a minute.
And then you just chop it up a little bit.
Wait a minute.
This is it. It's a pretty simple beat, but it's effective. It's very effective. And that's kind of why I like booty bass so much, because it doesn't use much, but it is very effective. It appeals to my minimalist nature. So here's the part of the episode where I get to say, listen, this project right here, along with a whole bunch of other project files, including basically every project I've ever done on how to make, is available on my Patreon page. And it is available for $2 a month, stems and project files. So if you're interested in picking this apart for yourself, seeing how it works, dissecting it, you can feel free to do so by subscribing to me on Patreon. That's going to be it for me today. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy my content. If you haven't subscribed already, consider doing so. And if you want to be notified whenever I upload a video, hit that notification bell and you'll be one of the first people here on that notification squad. Plenty of great content to come in the days ahead, but as always, my name is Gardner. This is Lila the Bird. We'll see you in the next episode.